Sup nerds, I'm Tom. Let's talk about the People's Choice expansion for Museum. Now we do have a full Our Thoughts video on the base game of Museum, so you can go ahead and check that out. In this video I'm just going to talk about what the People's Choice adds to this game, and what it adds is two things. It adds a fifth player and the People's Choice. So let's talk about the People's Choice first. It is a teeny tiny little, like almost mini expansion. Well, I don't know if mini, because those are usually like promos, but maybe. You have a goal card, a couple of these. You pick one for the game, and it's a first one to complete it gets 10 points. So this one is have at least 3 BC cards in your museum, have at least 3 object cards in your museum, have at least 3 object cards of value 2 in your museum, have at least 3 object cards in your museum from the following civilizations: Indian, Japanese, Inca, Mayan, and whatever. So you only pick one. The first person to do it gets that card, and they will get 10 points at the end of the game. But kind of like Longest Road, if somebody gets 4 of the indicated thing, they will take this card from you. It's fine. It's okay. It's an extra thing to include in there. Something that, again, you could focus on or not, ignore it completely, or, know that it's there. I don't know. It just feels like a very small little thing to add that's kind of, okay. The 5th player expansion. Well, so you get a pavilion, you get the little standees, you get the little clips and everything, so you can play with up to 5 players. I don't know if I would do that again. It does kind of make the game overstay its welcome. It's a lot of players, a lot of cards on the table, a lot of discard piles to look through, a lot of commotion. You easily get, in the game, you already can kind of get lost on whose turn it is pretty quickly, because it's my turn, so I have to do my mandatory pick up 1 card from here. Well, then everybody else can do that as well. So it's easy to get lost. You kind of need to have a moderator. A lot of games kind of work well that way when you have a moderator. Just so you know, hey, my turn, you're going to go. Okay, you're going to go, you're going to go, you're going to go. Okay, back to my turn. I'm going to play cards. All right, good. I'm done. Now it's on to you. But I really think 3 players is the magic number for Museum. 2 is still fine. 4 kind of works, but 5, it's not for the faint of heart, kind of. And keep in mind, when playing with 5 players, we were only playing the base game. Well, the base game plus the People's Choice. So imagine playing this with the People's Choice, World's Fair, the Black Market, and the Archaeologists. No thank you. They don't give you all of those different components so that they are expecting you to play 5 players with every single expansion all at once. You could play a 5-player Archaeology game, you could play a 5-player World's Fair game, or whatever. But still, I feel like 5 players is a bit overkill. Maybe if every single person knows the game and knows the game pretty well, and we all know what we're doing, it'll work and it'll flow. But especially if there's any new players at all, it puts a big wrinkle in the game, and a lot of explaining needs to happen and stuff, and you really need some person to kind of take charge and be the moderator and make sure everything's flowing correctly. So it's pretty obvious that this is my least favorite expansion of the 4 that are available right now. I'd only say that this is for die-hard fans who are completionists who want to have everything, or if you just want to play with purple, or if you consider this to be a sort of, expensive mini expansion and you want to have these cards because you want to include expansions to your new players at the smallest rate possible. Just 1 new card you have to think about. Boom, that's it. No problem. No deal. Don't worry about it. Ain't no
Rick and Morty forever and forever 100 years. Rick and Morty some things.
So I know I kind of trashed on this expansion a little bit, but if any of those fictional people I just described kind of sort of describes you, I'm going to put a purchase link to this expansion and the base game and all the other expansions and a bunch of stuff in the description box down below. Go ahead and get yourself a copy, and while you're down there, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you'll never be bored. Finger guns.